Prepare your jackets and sweaters as the temperature continues to drop because of the amihan season. Baguio City, best known as the summer capital of the Philippines due to its cool climate, recorded 13.4 degrees Celsius on Monday at 5 a.m. According to Pag-asa, this is the lowest temperature recorded yet this amihan season. Meanwhile, Quezon City became cooler yesterday at 22.4 degrees Celsius. Expect colder days by January and February, the peak of amihan season. The lowest temperature that has been recorded in the country was 6.3 degrees Celsius in Baguio on January 18, 1961. Meanwhile, Palestinian officials in Gaza say at least 12 people were killed when Israeli tanks surrounded the Indonesian hospital in northern Gaza, where 700 patients and staff were staying. Meanwhile, Israel says it has proof that Hamas held some Israeli hostages inside the Shifa hospital. VOA's Linda Gradstein has more.
Israeli officials say they have proof that Hamas used the Shifa hospital in northern Gaza as a command and control center, a claim that Hamas continues to deny. They exposed a shaft with a staircase about 10 meters deep that leads to a 55-meter underground tunnel ending in a heavy blast door. Israel says it has evidence that the U.S.-designated terrorist group Hamas used the hospital to hide hostages. The bodies of Israeli hostages Noah Marciano and Yehudit Weiss were found in the hospital complex last week. Hamas said Marciano was killed in an Israeli airstrike, but Israeli pathologists claim that the Israeli soldier was only injured by the airstrike and killed in a separate incident.
According to the intelligence we have in our hand, a concrete intelligence, Hamas terrorists took Noah into Shifa Hospital, where she was murdered quickly.
IDF spokesman Daniel Hagari also showed surveillance footage that showed two hostages, one from Nepal and one from Thailand, inside the hospital. He says the footage was shown to diplomats from these countries.
Hamas taking a hostage inside the vicinity. He even doesn't look need a treatment, but they're taking it inside the hospital. I will now share this video that shows the same hostage entering into the hospital with a gunman, terrorist, inside the hospital.
Israel says that at least 22 hostages are from Thailand, including a woman believed to have given birth while in captivity. In Shifa Hospital, there were 36 premature babies, and doctors feared for their lives as Israeli troops entered the hospital. Over the weekend, the IDF spokesman says Israel worked with the UN teams and provided incubators to help evacuate the babies into Rafah in southern Gaza and from there to Egypt. The Hamas-controlled Ministry of Health said 5 babies died en route. Israeli officials say they have still not uncovered the entire Hamas tunnel network. While the Israeli army has killed hundreds of Hamas militants, it believes thousands more are still hiding in tunnels deep below Gaza. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Jerusalem.
Meanwhile, a hat belonging to Napoleon Bonaparte, one of the most successful generals of the French Revolutionary Armies, was sold for a record of nearly 2 million euros at a French auction. The hat was used by Bonaparte when he was a French emperor. It is known as a bicorn in Napoleon's trademark colors, black with the French flag's colors, blue, white, red, as insignia, and attracted interest from collectors the world over. It went for 1.932 million euros or $2.1 million, breaking the previous record for a Napoleonic hat held by the same auction house. It was last owned by businessman Jean-Louis Nozier, who died last year. Auctioneers declined to give the identity or nationality of the eventual buyer. And this is William Theo. Stay informed, be aware, get ahead, and get the news right here.